over at the old Beckett's Gate start. They're ready. They're off and running. Jumping sideways at the start, Pharaoh Show wide out. The first to get going, Carsavina, and BAMBUN Boy's going to work up now and take control of proceedings at the end of 200. So the favourite landed in front, BAMBUN Boy from Do It Right, who tracks over now to sit outside Carsavina. Opal Tango down near the inside is next of all from Shazare. The speed slowing around them. Pharaoh Show sitting out wide. Back behind those next of all getting going is Burnbrae, then Toretto, and Ocean Ranger is back second from last in front of Rocket DJ as they go down past the 1200 to the riverside of the track, and the leader is BAMBUN Boy. So the favourite in control by a length over Do It Right, and they're just sort of sauntering along at the moment. Back on the inside here with 1,000 to go, Carsavina. Over on the outside then is Pharaoh Show, which is out there wide covering ground, but they're not making time really. Then Shazare. So Toretto's come out to follow Pharaoh Show around the outside, 3 deep in that line. Opal Tango strung up near the rail, and getting back Burnbrae, Ocean Ranger down toward the inside, and Rock DJ. At the 750, BAMBUN Boy has called all the shots in front, leading by a length on Do It Right, Carsavina. They're starting to float along now a little more. There's a bit more speed. Over on the outside there, running fourth is Pharaoh Show. Shazare in the middle is next, going up pretty well. Just has to steady though momentarily. On the rails, Opal Tango, followed by Toretto. Rock DJ, Burnbrae, Ocean Ranger needs luck back last on the corner. BAMBUN Boy goes for home at the 275. Races a length and a half. Do It Right, Carsavina. Back on the inside, Pharaoh Show keeps coming. Toretto down the outside. Rock DJ as well, but BAMBUN Boy at the 150s, the leader, a length and a half to Do It Right. BAMBUN Boy in front, in control, and home. BAMBUN Boy wins it. Blanket go. The miners, they were queuing up everywhere. Do It Right, Carsavina. Toretto wide out as well, Burnbrae, and flying through Shazare, and also back behind those is Pharaoh Show in the group. Opal Tango next home, Rock DJ and Ocean Ranger. BAMBUN Boy, Holly Watson, she just made the race her own. Have a look at the time. Look at that, 1:55 and a half they ran. 1:55 and a half. That's how slowly they were going. So it's a beautifully rated ride in front, but the others didn't have a hope in Hades the way it all mapped out, because the sprint was just beyond their capacity. 6 Do It Right's got second. 7 Carsavina has run third, and they were just queuing up. There was a blanket of horses there, and next home was Burnbrae. Shazare hit the line, but it was too hot, the sprint. 1 1/4 and a short half head. Holly just did it all her own way in front on BAMBUN Boy, right there from the word go. And back in class, Fit Horse got the job done. 1:55 and a half. That's about as slow a 1800 as I can recall for many, many a long day. By Slater from Lakeview Elegance for Jay Latham, trained by Sue Olive, producing more than her share of winners too from that stable, with Holly Watson aboard. Second placing 2 Do It Right by Helmet, Jodie McLaughlin, Simone Altieri, and Carsavina's by Mahuta, Dan Ben Pierce teaming up with Chris Parnham. 34.89, 34.89 the last 600, but you took a second and a third look at the timer to make sure that there wasn't an incorrect time posted, but it is indeed correct. 1:55 and a half. Next event, race 6, the Tab Touch. Have you got the Touch handicap over 1800 once again? And 5 Happy as Larry is the scratching. They'll jump at 4:47. Well, let's go downstairs to Lockie, and Locko, you could have kicked your hat quicker than what they were going around there in that race today, but it suited the favourite beautifully.
Certainly did, Darren. BAMBUN Boy, he was well backed. He didn't look like the leader on paper, but Holly Watson showed her initiative, found the front, and reaped the rewards, Sue, because she got it very soft down the back, but in the end it played into the hands of BAMBUN Boy.
Yes, exactly that. It wasn't the plan at the start, but Holly did well by thinking, well, no one's going to take the lead, so I will, and put him to sleep and brought him home when it was warranted.
How have you viewed his preparation this time in? He's a 7-year-old, but he's still only lightly raced. He looks like he's been going well, really well from afar.
Yeah, he is. He used to be really finicky in the feed bin, so after a few races there was nothing left of him, so you had to tip him out. That's why he's lightly raced. This time in, he's come in a lot stronger. He's good in the feed bin now, so yeah, he's just, I don't know, got it together himself, really. Yeah.
Today was his 4th run for the preparation. Do you still have that niggling doubt that he might not handle things all that well behind the scenes, or do you feel like you're well and truly on top of that now?
Well, that's what I'd look for when we go home. Tomorrow we'll just see if he eats up, and then it's usually 2 or 3 days it used to take him to get back on it. But as I said, this prep, he's been pretty good with it. So hopefully he does well tonight, and then he can come back and race again.
If he does well tonight and over the coming weeks, do you feel like he's a horse that you'll be able to get the work into to potentially stretch him out in tripping time?
Yeah, that's the main thing. We'd step him up in his distance, yes.
A great result here today, Sue. Well done.
Thank you very much.
There's Sue Olive after the win of BAMBUN Boy. Holly Watson straight to the front. Nothing wanted to lead, but I'm sure Holly was absolutely wrapped with the run she had throughout. Here she is, catching up with Scotty.
And it'd be very rare these days if we went to a Metro meeting without chatting to Holly Watson. Enjoying a really good time of it, Holly, today. As Sue was saying, probably not the plan to lead, but when no one wants to be there, why not?
Yeah, obviously he's probably the best horse in the race, so just jumped well. There was no speed, so he just ended up being there and got it very cheap.
And then it was just for you to choose a moment to start to up the tempo.
Yeah, I knew how cheap I was getting it, so I started just ramping it up from about the 600, and I thought he fought on really well.
Congratulations, well done.
Thanks, Scott.
There's Holly Watson combining with Sue Olive and BAMBUN Boy to take out the Swan Draft handicap, and on the other side of the break we'll be getting more action from Wednesdays in the West.